Look at these beautiful daisies. Look at these butterflies. Look how amazing. You can kind of see if you look, they're flitting. Look at that one. Oh, look how beautiful that one is. Look at the magic and beauty of the earth when you take the time to observe natural beauty. Look at that blue tree over there. I think the park is getting ready to put up Christmas lights, even though it's just mid-October. Hello, friends! My name is Michelle Fondin, and I'm an author and speaker. And today I'm here at the beautiful Meadowlark Gardens in Vienna, Virginia. I'd say we're into 2/3 into the month of October 2017. I'm here with our quest for positivity and random thoughts about life and relationships. I just started a video series that's called the Relationship Video Series on imago therapy. And as some of you know, there have been a lot of challenges in my own personal romantic relationships, especially in the most current one. And I am to the point where I am doing a lot of self-exploration, learning how to be positive once again, and learning just how to take life as it comes and not trying to control anything that's happening. The only thing I can control are my emotions. I'm going to show you here, I'll keep talking, but I'm going to show you the beauty of this garden. As I turn the camera, you will see this beautiful display here at Meadowlark Botanical Gardens in Fairfax County, Virginia. The city is called Vienna, Virginia. And look at this! Look how beautiful this display is. This is called the Korean Bell Garden. It was built by many benefactors. And it's super interesting because everywhere you go in this park, there are a lot of different botanical garden type areas. This one is super unique. It doesn't look like any other part of the park. As you can guess, and as I showed in earlier videos, there are a lot of other aspects to this park, such as bridges, many flowers, many varieties of flowers, even though we are in the middle of fall. It's been relatively warm for Virginia this fall in 2017. The flowers are still blossoming and blooming. We've not yet had a freezing day or a freezing evening in order to kill off the flowers. So I'm heading through into this Korean Bell Garden, searching for my quest for positivity and just thinking about life in general today. Just enjoying the beauty. Look at these statues. This is super interesting. Have a look at this. This says Jeju Dalharubong. Huh. These are traditionally wooden carved statues. As you can see, they're not in wood right now. But the Jeju Dalharubong actually ward off danger and harm while exhibiting the humorous and smiling appearance of a friendly neighborhood grandfather. These were donated by the Republic of Korea, wow, okay, in February 2011. So as you can see here, these statues, there are two of them. They're super interesting. I don't know if they look super friendly, as it mentioned. I don't think they look especially friendly. They look a little stoic to me. But they're really interesting. Huh. It says Jeju Island. Interesting. So they're like a guardian of your home. This whole display was donated by the Korean American Cultural Committee, and it looks like there's a heck of a lot of people that donated to this cause in Meadowlark Gardens. So this is the backside of our entryway into the I almost said Japanese. No, into the Korean Bell Garden. It kind of looks Japanese in nature, a little bit. They look relatively close in architecture. And here is one of the Korean bells. It's currently sitting on the ground, and it appears to have a guardian dragon with what looks like a ball in its mouth. The dragon's actually pretty well detailed. It's pretty fascinating looking, actually. The bell is pretty darn solid too. If I'm going to knock, you can hear that. It's pretty solid. But as you can see, and I'll just show in the distance here, the beauty of these gardens is just totally amazing. How beautiful this is. And that little fir tree in the corner, I'm not really certain if some of these trees are also native to Korea. They don't appear to be similar in nature to any of the other trees that are in the gardens. So I would imagine that these trees in particular in this display also happen to be from the same region in Korea from whence came the rest of the displays. Let's look at this fir tree here, and it says, in recognition of your contributions, but I am thinking that this tree as well, which again does not look like a native tree from our native state of Virginia, where I am currently residing. It doesn't look like that, but it's really beautiful. It looks really soft. It almost looks like you would want to go over and pet the tree. So let's go ahead. Oh, that's so soft. The needles are super, 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 super soft. They're really beautiful. Wow, I could just pet this tree all day. It's almost like a cat. I could really pet that. And if you haven't seen my outing to Georgetown yet, you can go ahead and view my cat video from Crumbs and Whiskers, the cat cafe, where I went about 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago now. And I decided that we're going to do more outing vlogs or outing videos to give you a sense of culture as we're going into this quest for positivity. And we only have a few more days of good weather left. Traditionally in Virginia, around November 1st, we start to get really chilly weather. And in fact, already in the evenings, it's quite chilly. I think last night it got down to 40. I'm going to turn this back around. You're going to have a look at this, which is beauteous. Look at this wall. Look how incredibly detailed and ornate this beautiful wall is. I'm going to bring it closer to you so you can see how these carvings inside of the wall, they really truly look like wood carvings, and they very well may be. Yeah, they're wood carvings into this wall in this Korean Bell Garden. Meadowlark Botanical Gardens is owned by Fairfax County, Virginia. It is one of the county's parks. It's 95 acres. There is an atrium. A lot of people have weddings here. And what is interesting is that it's upkept super well, more so than many of the other parks in the area. But there is an admission fee, and it's relatively nominal. I think kids under 6 are free. As an adult, I paid $5 to get in. It doesn't matter if you're a resident of Fairfax County or if you are not a resident, the fee is still the same. The fee is $5 to get in if you're an adult. Now look at this. So I'm coming around to the inside of the wall, and I'm not really sure what this little wooden structure is, but it looks like a tower that once held a bell. As you can see, it doesn't look, there's a door here. That is so cool. I don't think, does this door move? Oh wow, no, it's actually chained, so it doesn't move. So you can see these ornate, beautiful, amazing wood doors, which don't move, or they are chained. Maybe they do close, or maybe at some point they close them. This side is completely locked, so you can see it's overlooking a pond, and the other outer edge of that wall, which we haven't seen yet. So as we come around to the wall, we're coming into a sitting area and looking here at this beautiful display. Again, everything in this Korean bell garden is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not really one for gardens. Like, I don't get giddy and super excited about gardens. I love flowers. I love trees. I'm so excited to be in nature and see trees and flowers. I don't know much about flowers or trees. I do get excited when I see unique and ornate things like this. This is pretty exciting to me. It's very, very detailed. It's very authentic looking. So it looks like something that you might see in Korea, if you were to go to Korea. Look at this pond. And there's like a little bird bath or bathing bowl there, as you can see in the back. Awesome. So reflections on life and positivity. As I mentioned, I'm going through a bit of a transitional phase in my life. I have plans to move to California next July of 2018. I decided to put a lot of focus on my YouTube channel, these YouTube videos, and creating something special for you, creating something helpful for you, and creating something that you could get real use out of, not just pure entertainment, which entertainment is great. I follow one of my favorite YouTubers, Justin Scard, who is my inspiration for doing more on YouTube. He's really deep, so he's not just entertaining, but he is very entertaining. He's probably 10 times more entertaining than I am, or than I ever will be, because I'm a little bit too serious to be that entertaining. But also I'm super deep, and so is he. But he has a really good way of being entertaining and deep at the same time. I don't know. I have to choose. It's either one or the other. I'm either entertaining or deep, but rarely both at the same time. So I'm going through a lot of transition. As I mentioned, I'm separated with the person that I love. And the reason is because of his addiction to alcohol and his addiction to drugs. And he was trying to get help for a while and completely abandoned the idea of getting help. And I understand that it's the addiction. I understand that people choose their path and that you can't control the path that they choose, even if I believe deeply in my heart that's the wrong path. But in my heart of hearts, I cannot be in the presence of someone who is out of control with the drinking. And it's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for my family. It's not healthy for my kids. And that's the path that I have chosen. But that doesn't mean the path is not lonely, because at times it gets pretty lonely on this journey, on this path. And look at this. Look at this beautiful wood, amazing wood structure. So gorgeous. And it's very strange, because I'm going to step back and let you see that there is an obstruction here. So if I back up and show you, you're going to see this beautiful, beautiful wooden structure. It's so beautiful and ornate, and it's standing inside the walls of the I keep saying Japanese, of the Korean bell garden. It's really pretty. And as you're stepping toward it, now there are steps, so it's not a forbidden area. I'm walking toward the steps, and I'm walking up these steps into this area. And as I'm walking, there is this obstruction here. Now it seems to be a part of the structure, but it's almost like it's saying don't come in. So you have to step over it. And there are benches here, right here. See? And it's really beautiful. There's almost like a guardrail here, like they don't want you falling over. But the ground is literally 3 feet away. So you really can't fall off of this structure. And if you did, you wouldn't fall very far. Now, off in the distance, you can see a bigger structure that looks similar in nature, but is actually a bell tower. So beautiful, and this is such a gorgeous fall day that it makes you happy inside. So as I mentioned, I am focusing on myself. I'm focusing on personal growth. I'm focusing on you guys. I'm focusing on growing my YouTube channel, having more influence in sharing with you the knowledge that I've acquired, the knowledge that I've acquired through my research, through my life, through reading, through my writing, and just giving you a little bit of a brighter day by watching these videos. But that doesn't mean that I don't have sad days or lonely days or days where I'm not feeling optimal either. The choice that I'm making is I'm trying to reach out to you, reach out to my readers, reach out to others in the best way that I can to try to create a smile in somebody else when I'm feeling down. So I have a rule that I actually learned this a long time ago, but it was reiterated to me when I went to Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within. And that rule was, I want to live in a beautiful state. I want to be in a beautiful state. I want to live in a beautiful state. And anything that deters me from living in a beautiful state isn't helping me to live my life purpose. Just like anybody else, I can be sad and I can have self-pity and I can say, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why is yet another romantic relationship not going well for me? I can look at it as such, and I can look at it as my fate or my destiny and be like, maybe I'm just not destined to have a happy relationship. Or I can say, you know what? I want to be in a beautiful state. So what I decided is that I'm going to learn everything I can learn on how to have a successful and great relationship rather than wallowing in my self-pity. And if I'm feeling lonely, I can always reach out to a friend. I can always reach out to a family member. I can also give somebody else a call that I know needs my help. And that's really how I can create positivity out of negativity. And believe me, it's not easy every day. That's why I like to watch some of my favorite YouTubers, because they can lift my spirits. My beautiful child that I still have at home can help to lift my spirits. But also just doing my work and doing the best that I can at doing the work that I'm doing and creating beauty out of something that isn't beautiful. And those are my life thoughts for today. And I think especially if you're in the camp of the people who watch these videos because your loved one is an alcoholic or because you have a loved one who is an alcoholic, and I know that the majority of my viewers are in this camp because I see how many views those videos get versus the other videos. But if you're in that camp, one thing that I've always struggled with, and I know that you're probably struggling with too, and thank you so much for writing me, by the way, that I do get your emails and I try to respond to everybody's emails. I try to respond to your comments. And as I mentioned before, if you're out there just to be trolly, as my favorite YouTuber says, and just spew out negativity toward me, then go do it to, I don't know. Don't do it to somebody else. Go stick your foot in the garbage if you want to be with garbage. Like, I am not about to let somebody's negativity affect me, affect my life, affect my videos. I just don't want to hear your negative comments because it's all a matter of opinion. If you like what I do, that's your opinion. If you don't like what I do, that's your opinion, but keep your opinion to yourself. Go watch something else. I'm not responsible for your happiness. I do get your comments. I do get your emails. I'm so happy to respond to your emails. Right now, I don't have a lot of viewership, so I'm able to respond to your comments. And it makes me really happy to be able to do that. And I love hearing your stories. So please, please, please continue to share your stories with me. Continue to email me. I love it. It's inspiring to me to know that I'm not alone in my journey either, that the pain that I've experienced by having a person in my life who is an addict, that pain is not in vain, that I can help you guys who have a relationship with an alcoholic loved one. Like, I can help you guys feel better just by these videos, just by giving you guys some perspective, and just by helping you appreciate beauty with these outings that I'm going on in these videos, and just helping you to keep perspective on life, that the microcosm of who you are and that one singular relationship is not the entire picture. And it doesn't mean that there isn't hope. I believe that there is hope, and I believe that there can be hope. Sometimes I feel the situation is hopeless. Honestly, I do. Today is one of those days where I feel that the situation is completely hopeless, but I still believe in God. I believe that God has a plan, and it may not be the plan that I'm thinking of, but God definitely has a plan. And the sooner you can let go of control of that plan, the easier your life will become, and the more you can stop and just appreciate life around you and appreciate beauty, and knowing that you don't necessarily need to know the next step in the journey, but you can ask God and the angels to guide your steps and to help you with those steps. And really, that's what this quest is about. The quest is about letting God guide your steps and not trying to control everything, because you can't control everything anyway. It's a false belief to believe that you can control it when you really cannot control it. It's crazy to think that. Let's continue on our tour of Meadowlark Gardens Park. And I love coming out here in the fall and during the week, because as you can see, there's not a whole lot of people here. It's pretty empty in Meadowlark Botanical Gardens today. I once came during a weekend, or a couple times that I came. I think this is only my third time here. But a couple of times I came during the weekend and it was super crowded. So if you live in Virginia, DC, or Maryland, and you're really interested in checking out Meadowlark Botanical Gardens, go ahead and do it during the week if you can. I know that a lot of you work day jobs. Oh, here's the back side of the doors that we were looking at, the wooden doors that we were exploring. And you can see at the bottom that they are chained, so I wasn't imagining things. And so we're walking toward this beautiful bell tower. And you can see there's this stone path leading up to the bell tower. The beautiful site of this Korean bell garden. And you can start to see, as we come around the back corner of it, you can actually start to see the bell. That's right there. Do you see it? Now it would be so, look at these birds. Look at these wooden birds on sticks. That's so cute. In American gardens, we have scarecrows. In Korean gardens, they have scare birds. But those birds don't look very scary. They just look very tall and silly looking. Look at these totems. I think these are Korean totems, but it's very strange. I always thought of totems as something American Indian or Polynesian. I never thought of totems being Korean. But I guess I was completely wrong about that. If you look at this guy over here, look, they are getting ready for Christmas. Look, this is so funny, guys. Look, there are reindeer. And it looks like people killed the reindeer. It looks like they drew the outlines of the reindeer. They look dead. This totem over here says Korean Bell Garden. Let's come around to the actual bell. And so we're going to look at this beautiful, ornate, magical bell that is so incredibly gorgeous and ornate. And look at the woodwork up here. It's something that is difficult to appreciate in video. If you were here, you would understand my sense of wonder and awe. Look at this bell. There's such detail in the bell and at the top of the bell, going all the way through to the bottom of the bell, where you can see little animals, turtles, and something that looks like gazelles. It is so beautifully decorated, and I can imagine it's super heavy. They have the entire area roped off. On this side, it says, "Please do not enter." Although what's very interesting is that on this side, it says dedicated by Korean Americans, but on this side, it's open. So if you look here, it says peace and harmony. Peace and harmony, which is very interesting given the current political climate in the United States and how people are very upset about what's going on in North Korea. This is called the Bell of Peace and Harmony. And as you're looking out this way, you can see exactly where we were as we started our quest for positivity in this journey, in this video, on this particular day. You can see exactly where we came from, the entryway of the Korean Bell Garden. And I think that image of the bell is just the perfect way to end this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel, share this video with other friends, family, social media. Please support me on Patreon. I don't get paid for doing these videos, but I love bringing them to you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.